Suspected mastermind of the attack on the U.S. mission in Benghazi, Libya in 2012 has arrived on U.S. soil, and he's appearing in a Washington court today. CNN's Evan Paris is joining us now live with more details. So, Evan, what is the next step after he arrives?
Well, he is now in the custody of the U.S. justice system, and now he's going to face these charges that have been filed against him. We don't know exactly when his appearance in court will be, but we know that now that he is here, the clock starts ticking, and he has to come before a judge, and has to the process for him to plead, to the charges now begins.
And he is going to be, his case is going to be seen in the U.S. criminal justice system, even though he is a terrorism suspect. How does that complicate the case?
Well, it does complicate the case. He was captured almost 2 weeks ago now, and in the interim period, in the last couple of weeks, he's been questioned on board a U.S. Navy ship as they sailed across the Atlantic for intelligence purposes. So for the information that he was providing in the last couple of weeks is likely not going to be used in the criminal justice system. It is a very complicated case. As you know, it took 3 weeks after the attacks in Benghazi in 2012 for the FBI to even get to the crime scene. It is going to be a very difficult case for the Justice Department here in the U.S. to make. They believe they have enough evidence to bring these charges and to convict him.
Now, what exactly is his purported alleged role in the Benghazi attack?
Well, the U.S. says that he was a ringleader of the attack on the night of September 11, September 12, 2012. The attack killed 4 Americans, including Chris Stevens, the ambassador to Libya at the time. The U.S. says that they believe he was a ringleader with several militia groups that attacked what was then a diplomatic facility and the annex that was used by the CIA in Benghazi for whatever operations they were doing there. They say that they have enough evidence that he was present, that they have video of him, video surveillance showing him at the scene of the attacks, firing a weapon. And of course, this was an attack that took several hours to go down, Relisa.
Evan, also, this case has raised a lot of criticism against the Obama administration, some raising the possibility that there was a diminishment of the role of al-Qaeda, which was sought by the Obama administration at that time. What can you tell us about the politics around this case?
Well, there's a tremendous amount of politics. Obviously, Hillary Clinton was the Secretary of State at the time. It was under her watch that the Benghazi attacks occurred. And there's a lot of criticism that there should have been more security provided to the facility to protect the ambassador, to protect the Americans that were there. There's also criticism of the explanations that the administration provided after the attacks, that they tried to diminish the role of terrorism. And as you pointed out, in the months before, the administration and the president himself had kept saying that al-Qaeda was on the run. So all of these things are going to be part of the politics as we head into the elections later this year and 2016 for the presidential election. Obviously, everyone expects that Hillary Clinton will be a candidate then.
And why did it take 2 years to capture him?
Well, this is obviously a very a long process. Libya has been a very insecure place. The government has been very weak, and so it's taken some years now for them to even put together this operation to try to capture the suspect. At the same time, they're also been under tremendous amount of political pressure and criticism here in this country. So it's been a very complicated and tough period for not only the federal law enforcement, but for the Obama administration that has been having to bear this, Relisa.